So getting back to astrology, if you're talking about divining using astrology, then you're going to start to walk into the land of fate, in my opinion. Fate versus free will, age-old argument. Western civilization, we really prefer free choice and free will. Many other cultures worldwide have a very strong, long-term belief in fate and a relationship with fate. Astrology breaks down in that level two ways for me. If you're a casual astrology reader, you are divining. You're checking in for your day, for your sun sign. It's a pretty minimal form of divining. I would look at it more as like the gut check sort of coin toss model, where you're feeling like getting 100 things done today, and then you look at your horoscope and it says, today's the day to put your feet up and do absolutely nothing, and your gut reaction is no, that's not what I want at all. Then I say follow your gut. You've already reaffirmed it by that act of divination. But if you're divining more deeply, and if you're using a form like astrology and you're looking at the long-term cycles, you're looking at not just your sun sign, but also perhaps your moon and your Mars and your Mercury and your Saturn and your Uranus and Neptune and your North Node and your point of fortune and your point of destiny and your point of victory and your Lilith and all of those elements that really brilliant minds have studied and commented on for hundreds and hundreds of years. Then you're getting into the fate zone, because some of these cycles, these interplays of energies of these heavenly bodies are very long. And so, in my opinion, that's where the energy of the universe comes from, that takes you back, that's constantly pushing you into that situation where you have a very specific lesson to learn in order for you to grow. And if you look around in life, what is everything around you doing? It's growing. Even if it's at the final stages of its growth, it's still growing. And growth is growth, and that's all that nature really seems to do. So, if you're looking for purpose in life, I think that's a good place to start, is that, essentially our purpose here is to grow. And I think that that some of these astrological cycles may give us insight as to where we need to focus our energies and our concentration and our commitments to achieve that growth, because they change. In astrology alone, there's 12 different houses, and each house represents a different sort of area of life. So depending on the planet, depending on the energy, depending on the house, you can get into some really long cycles. And that's where I think the element of fate really begins to come into play in astrology.